right, we're back, and we got our first guest of the season here.
Hey!
We got Mr. Champ, manager of Panama.
Yeah.
Caleb Champagne, please.
Caleb
My Christian
Champagne.
name is Caleb Champagne.
Yes.
Yeah. So if
We
you
were
meet
just-
me, that's the same person.
So we got Caleb Champagne here in
Yep.
studio today. We want to get to know Caleb a little more. He's done an amazing job over the last couple of years here. Been with us for a while, but we'll get into that right away. Hey man, how's everything going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well.
How are you, Renat?
I'm great.
You're great. It's always good to see you
look
there.
great.
I think you're getting some more hair up top.
Yeah,
now a little
it
bit.
is.
It's growing.
Yeah.
Chia.
Yeah.
So we'll get right to it, man. Where are you from, Caleb?
That's a kind of a trick question. Born in Louisiana, moved to Panama my senior year of high school, graduated there, back to Louisiana to go to LSU, then from there back to Panama.
LSU, huh?
Yeah.
How was that school?
It was good. It was so good I dropped out. So
There you go.
Yeah.
You heard about solar.
Go
right?
Tigers.
Yeah, exactly. Yes,
So,
right.
so which brings me to the next point. How did you hear about our company?
You know, so that's actually one of the funny stories, and I really love to share it. Some of you may have actually heard it before, but I was eating at a barbecue joint in Panama City Beach, Mo's Barbecue. Shout out to Mo's. And this guy walks in, and he sits across from me and my buddy, and it's a guy, pretty good-looking, handsome dude. He's got his girlfriend with him, and we just start kind of shooting the breeze about what we're doing. And, you know, he says he works in solar. I tell him what I do, and we ask how good of a business solar is, and he says, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. And so what do I naturally say?
What do you got?
What do you got? Exactly. And he told me his earnings, and I said, show me your pay stubs, and I'll quit my job right now.
Wow.
And here we are. And that
Wolf of
gentleman
Wall
was
Street.
Connor. Yeah, and that was Connor Free, the
That's
legendary
amazing.
C
Wow.
Free. So
Wow.
place, time, the stars aligned, and not only has that changed my life, but, you know, generations now.
Yeah. And how long ago was that, champ?
That was 2 years, 2 weeks, almost
Okay.
to the date. Yeah.
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 Wow.
So I used to not have gray hair, but before this job, but now I do.
Well,
It's not great.
It's not gray?
No, it
Looks
looks
it's
like
highlighted.
it's-
No, it is. It is great.
As long as I don't look like that.
It's salty. Well, good, man. So you've been here 2.5, almost, 2 years, 2 months, you said. And, I mean, what do you wish everybody knew about this job and this role when they first came into it?
The potential.
Yeah.
It's something we always talk about in the Panama office. It's opportunity over obligation. I come into the office every single day because I want to be there. I want to be with my team, and every person who comes in there as well wants to be involved, you know, for the opportunity it has. So yeah, is it a tough job? Yeah. I mean, like, who doesn't like knocking on doors and getting every type of encounter? But it's a job that will teach you a skill set that is so highly coveted and valued that you will never have to worry about money or financial stability ever.
It's crazy
So
to see
it's an
that.
incredible opportunity, especially now that we're Lumio. Because
Yeah.
back in the other days, we were kind of making it up as we went.
Oh, yeah. No, that's definitely the case. And obviously, you know, this is an education platform just like I think any college would, based on what we learn and what we are able to do with this career, you know. And, I mean, you have done a fantastic job, not only just as, you know, setter, closer, and grow into management, but I've noticed a lot of guys inside your downline have done a really good job growing as well. You know? What do you think contributes to their growth?
The lack of ego.
Yeah.
And I know we're all salesmen. We can all have egos at times, but
Sure.
I'm no better than the first guy. You know, if you're day one in whatever office, we're the same. We have the same opportunity. We start at the same playing field. And especially if I can do this, you know, I'm nothing special. I'm just a normal white guy. I think anybody else who has grit, determination, and, you know, you can be teachable or coachable, the people that we have in place in leadership in all of our various offices will be able to give you the skill set to be, you know, a king or queen.
Love it. So obviously, the first 2 weeks in this job, it kind of makes or break you, right, champ? So kind of tell us like the scenario of how guys capitalize on that. Number one, how it was for you, and how guys can really capture the opportunity correctly and be able to like get the right expectations and opportunities starting off on the right foot.
Yeah, I think probably the most crucial component of all that is the culture within an office. If you're new and you haven't thought about ghosting everybody, it's gonna happen. I'm just letting you know. Like I had that several times, and thankfully my wife, who has been by my side through a lot, was the one to tell me to stop being a blankety blank and to just gut up and do the job. And so when I wanted to quit in the beginning, I didn't, because of the culture and all the friends that I had within the office. I didn't want to not only disappoint myself and my wife, but also all my colleagues within the office.
Yeah.
And so culture is what keeps people. And so
Shout out
that's
to your
what
wife, man.
I know. Hey, shout out, baby mama. Where you at? Yeah. Shout out, Ashley.
Yeah.
So, but culture is king, and I've had lots of guys come through our program who were not the best in the beginning, but they stuck around because of it, and now these guys are some of the top closers in the whole company.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Love it.
That works. And then, dude, we love you. we know that you're high level for the last 2.5 years, and you keep growing and keep going fast. But what really motivates you?
I think probably, we in the beginning, like I'm a big believer of your why always changes. In the beginning, it was money, but when you have money or you've reached these little financial goals, then what do you do? Like people say, oh, I want to retire and drink pina coladas, virgin pina coladas,
Yes,
on a beach.
Thank
But
you.
okay, you do that for a few days, then what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like you have to have a purpose, you have to have a why, and so the why is always changing from financial goals for myself to certain expectations or things I want to do in my life. But now it's more geared towards the next generation of people. So that's like guys like my little brother who now works for us, or all the other family members that we're able to pull in through our organization. It's kind of getting a generational web, because when you realize what we can actually do here and how the guys like the Casey or even the higher up executives, how they put in some work years ago to now not only have themselves set but also a generational aspect.
Totally.
And so that's one thing that not only I want to do within my family, but also within every person who comes in my doors.
I love it. And I think it shows when you're in the office. I know, Tay, you were just there recently, and that energy's high.
Actually, flying out tomorrow to go be with them. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah, our neighbors hate us. Good.
It's all right.
It is, and that's what's interesting to hear about the culture that Champ talks about. That it's like, man, you go in their office and there's something about it, right?
Yeah.
It's like it is a self-promoting business, and you see that with Caleb and his guys that continue to push the needle. So it's awesome. It's great to see. He's done a phenomenal job there in Panama.
Well, shout out to you, man. Thanks for joining our show. I'll say one last thing that you probably didn't expect me to say, but you guys were the #1 office last year in installing.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
Congratulations.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
And
Exactly.
it shows within the way that you are and how you conduct yourself and with your guys. And guys, take a piece of the page from his book and take it next level. And we'll get him on air training soon. You guys can watch his videos. But Champ, thanks for coming out.
Cool.
Appreciate
Appreciate being here. Love you guys. And